Isn't it beautiful? I wanted to talk about the teaching of the One. What is the One? It's not the teaching of me. It's not the teaching of you. It's not duality. It is actually the purpose of meditation, but also the purpose of you being born human and waking up. The teaching of the One is recognizing that there's one divine consciousness, that whatever you call that. So let's take a moment and see what the world has called that over the years. And we're talking thousands of years, because this divine consciousness, this one consciousness, has always been recognized in all traditions, in all religions, in all time and space. And so what it's been called in the past is various names, and forgive me if I miss a few. God, the higher truth, the highest truth, awakening, full human consciousness, Allah, the way. Oh, so many names. And because of us all being different, and because of us all having different backgrounds and beliefs, some of those names we embrace and some of those names we utterly refuse. And that's okay, because it's not about the name. The name is a name. It's simply a name with letters and sounds that we put on the experience, because it's very hard to actually word the experience. And so in the practice of meditation, you meditate for many different reasons. It could be to experience more calm and peace. It could be to experience connection. It could be just to be a bit healthier. You know, there's many reasons why meditation is what we're choosing to practice. But if any part of you is searching or longing to know more and to know the teaching of the One, you can look in many places, and one is the bookstore, and there's books written on it, right? There's great teachers in India that talk about I am that, you are that, there's only that. And yet there doesn't seem to be much guidance to knowing that for yourself. So I was left believing that only the great sages of India could know that experience. Or if you went to the Himalayas, or if you went and lived in a cave somewhere, maybe then it was accessible for me. And so I'm really happy to tell you that I totally understand that experience now. Through my style of meditation, it has been words and concepts that have then become a reality. And so to know that is very, very easy. You're welcome. But we often overlook it and start thinking, which brings us out of this present moment. And so guidance is actually very, very necessary for the dismantling of the individual me, of all the concepts and ideas that we've so proudly owned over our lifetime. So it takes a unique type of person actually to want to experience it, and a unique type of person to actually experience it, even though it is our natural state of being. And why is that? Because, you know, there's billions of people on this planet, and not that many people even care about it. So they'll live their life, and their life is filled with all kinds of adventures, but also pain and suffering. And the main pain of humanity is the separation. I'm not good enough, I'm not loved, I need to do something to get that love. So for most people, that will be their experience of life as they carve out a life for themselves. Fabulous. There's other people that are very focused on wanting to move into this spiritual idea. They want to wake up, they want to meditate, they want to know something more. There's more to life, and they want to know that. So they start their journey of looking. And if you find a path that works, that's a really good thing. But you need to stay on it too. So it's not just finding it, it's actually having the ability within yourself to stay on the path you've chosen. Because the tendency is, we call it the monkey mind, the tendency is to kind of think, oh, this isn't working, oh, this isn't good enough, or this isn't it. And so off you go bouncing for more things. So no, you need to be able to stay. There's an element of commitment, of contentment, of surrender that arises just by doing that. Isn't that crazy? Stay on the path that you've chosen. And then there's the guidance, the correct guidance. So now we're human, we've decided that we want more, we've found a path, we're staying on our path, and now we need the guidance. So finding the guidance that actually you listen to. Oh my God, there's a lot of guidance out there, and some of it, then people judge the guidance. Is it wrong? Is it right? Is it clear? Is it unclear? Ultimately, you let go of the guidance in the experiencing of the one, but you need the guidance to surrender to let go of the duality. So if you're still judging the guidance as right or wrong, you're still absolutely bouncing around in duality, looking for the next best thing. So first it was the path you could bounce around, and now it's the guidance. Now we can judge that. But it's getting tighter and tighter, right? It's getting smaller and smaller. So now it's not just the guidance, it's actually the commitment and willingness to do it. And so you could have all of that. You could be born human, you could be desiring more, you could find a path that kind of suits you, you're committed to it, you find a teacher or guidance that works for you, and it's what you need to surrender to and trust. And then you just got to do it. And good news, bad news, who knows? That is the part that is the most interesting, because it's part of my job is watching all the excuses, all the things that we recreate, that we hold on to, that we will fight for, that we will defend, and instead of just letting go. And it's almost like, what do I see as the hardest thing for humanity? And it's actually to let go and experience their birthright, which is why you don't have that many people free on the planet. They might want to, they might think about it, they might have a house filled with books, but their own personal experience may not be that. So if you're interested, if you're questioning this, if you're looking for ways to grow in your own experience, there is hope. You need a path, you need passion, you need a path, you need guidance, and you need to stay on it. And that's the kind of people I love. That's the people I like to surround myself with.